Hi, welcome to Reviewed at the Round Table. In this episode, I am re-reviewing a card deck that I reviewed when I first started my channel. I mean, this show even has a new name since I reviewed this card deck. I felt like I had not given the review, I just felt like the review didn't give the card deck justice. So in this review, I've taken into account all of these suggestions and the criticisms that people have given me, and I'm doing this one just a little bit differently. I am going to be reviewing the Spirit Animal Oracle card deck that I use when I do my zodiac readings. This is the card deck, one of the card decks I use for the advice cards. These are so awesome. They really are. And I truly felt like I did not give these cards or the artist justice when I reviewed them for the first time I did them. So now I'm going to update that review and see what you guys think about these cards and this amazing artist. So stick around. Okay, let's get into it. This deck is a 50 card Oracle deck by Sue Lyon. She is an amazing artist. I love like how this deck comes. It comes in this nice little tin, very safe for your cards. Because a lot of you know that I don't always keep my cards in their original boxes and containers. A lot of times I move them into bags, but these I keep in the original because this card deck is like very well protected in this lovely tin. How incredible is that? I mean, look at that. And it really is, it's very secure. So again, this is a 50 card Oracle deck. It does not come with a booklet because it doesn't need it. It does not need it. These cards they're illustrated and they have the meaning of the card like listed out like in great detail right there with it. So you don't need it. Here's what I do love about these cards is their flexibility. Okay, do you see like these cards they're pretty thin. Okay, they're pretty thin. But what I like about that is that they're flexible. When you go to shuffle them, they don't crease. These cards don't crease. So I don't have to worry about them like getting that crazy, the curve to them like some decks do. And I am constantly like working with most of my other decks, to be honest with you, to keep them from being in that curve. So in between my readings, I'm constantly shuffling them the opposite direction so that they don't have that weird like U-shaped bend, to them, and or that they don't have a crease down the middle here or down the middle here. I that's part of the reason why I love these cards is because they don't crease in any way. I definitely love, again, the tin that they come in and that they're very safe and secure. But let's go through some of these cards, okay? Let's go through some of these cards and see, let you see how incredible they are. If you haven't seen my zodiac readings, I do use these cards every week. When I'm doing the zodiac readings, this is part of the advice cards. This is the animal deck that I use for the advice cards. So we'll just go through some of these. This is the hawk, messenger, or visionary. And again, the description and the meaning of the card is right here on it. So you don't need a booklet. Then we have the bee, accomplishing the impossible through the heart. The eagle, the illumination. The whale, creation through song. The mole, protection underneath. The goose, quest, travel. The beaver, builder of homes. The bear, introspection. Elk is stamina. I want you to really see the details of this artist and how incredible these cards are. There's the sea lion, imagination, dreaming with reality. Okay, the coyote is one that I absolutely love. And I have a different one of her coyotes in the cards that I'm going to show you in just a second, part of her artwork. Here's the grouse, sacred spiral. The lynx I have in a printed card over here in a like a greeting card, because I just loved the imagery so much. Because this looks to me like the lynx is like part of the forest, is part of the trees. Do you see that? How it comes out? Then we have the fox, shape-shifting and invisibility. The dragonfly, illusion. The moose, strong self-esteem. There was a couple of others that I just wanted to touch on because I just thought they were just so amazing. I mean, some of these are ones that I have framed, actually, because I bought a lot of these cards and just had them framed because they were just, I mean, it's incredible. Her stuff is just totally incredible. I'm just going to pull out some of my favorites really fast so that I don't keep you here for the whole 50 card deck. Raven, magic, healing through the void. Oh, yes. Look at this owl. Silent wisdom, omens, and night vision. Look at everything that is going on in that picture. Oh my gosh. Here's the crow, sacred law. I also have this one framed. Bighorn sheep or ram, seeking new beginnings. And the mouse, attention to details. I also have this one framed. Now, this artist, I mean, I just want to show you some of her other artwork. So even if you're not looking necessarily for the Oracle card deck, which I do highly recommend, even if you are just pulling these on your own, pulling one card a day to see like what kind of spirit animal you want to come with you and guide you through the day, or what kind of spirit animal that you need to connect with to get through like a tough problem. These are fantastic cards for that purpose. That's why I pull them as the advice cards when I do my zodiac readings for the new moon and the full moon. Oh my gosh, I knew I was going to forget this, but I'm going to go back really fast and just show you the back of these cards. Okay, so look at this. I just want you to see the back of the cards, how detailed, how beautiful. But it's the symbol of the dove with peace in it. Here we have like the forest that she sort of carved out and shaped not only in like a heart, but a bit of radiance, like the sun is shining behind it. And then the moon at the center. I just think that this is, the back of the card is just as beautiful as the front of the card. I love, love, love this. And I knew I was going to forget it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. And then I forgot it. So anyway, back to this. Let's talk about these cards now, because I do think the rest of her artwork is really, really important. So here's some of her other artwork, okay? These are all greeting cards that I have framed around here, around my office. So I want you to look at this beautiful, beautiful card. But I also want you to see that there are tree spirits. Do you see the tree spirits here? They're all like part of the trees. And not only that, the leaves are sort of shaped like butterflies here. Isn't that great? The tree themselves. Dance. Dance in evening's sentient breeze. Then breathe in dawn's gentle whispers of hope. Oh, but isn't that just amazing? I mean, I love it. I love it. So this is absolutely a gorgeous card. Here's another one I truly love because look at that lion. It looks like it is part of the forest or the forest is part of the lion. You choose. Here's another tree and a tree spirit that I got because of her amazing artwork. Look, do you see that? There's the tree spirit. Do you see it? And here's something else that she actually told me because I've met her a couple of times at different festivals and fairs. So this is showing how we're going from like winter to spring. But do you see that this is a bird? Do you see that this is a bird that it could fly away? But she said this is more like winter on this side and it gradually goes into spring and then summer. And here's the bird ready to fly away. The next card, I just thought this was so cute. Create what you love. How lovely is that? This one I have this framed in my office, and I took it out of the frame to show it to you guys here. Just a lot of like the spirit animals that she draws. This is one that's in her card deck here. It's the horse. This one is absolutely one of my favorites. This is Artemis, the goddess Artemis, the Greek god Artemis. So look at all the animals that are in her robe. She's got the arrow in her hand, but look at this. The trees and the birds seem to merge with each other. This is amazing, amazing artwork. And I love it's like her showing the layers of the earth because Artemis is connected to the earth as well as the animals. Last one that I'll show you that I have framed in my office. This beautiful, beautiful little card. I just love this because again, it makes her look like she is the flower or the flower is part of her. That this is part of her growth and that she's ready to bloom. I love this. So I also want to show you like a couple of the frames that I have. So I bought these frames from IKEA. They're nothing like grand or special or anything, but it really has like some of my favorites in here. So we have the crow, the raccoon, and the bear. And I just like having these in my office where I can look at them all the time. This isn't even the only one. Like I really spend a lot of time with IKEA and their frames. But here's another one. It's like reflecting the glow from my photography light. Sorry. So we have the otter, the hummingbird, and the mice. The little mouse down here. I got the mouse because that is my my Chinese astrology. Really fun. But I do want to show you her website, and because I just think this is incredible. But her website is SueLion.com. Okay, so you go to SueLion.com. Here she is. She is absolutely amazing. Like that her house and her studio burned in one of the fires in Colorado. And so she's really working to put everything back together. And you know that takes time. So what I want you guys to see is when I look at, here's some of her books. I have bought her coloring books before and given them away in raffles. People really, really do love them. They are amazing. So like here's some of her small pocket, like her little pocket books. Then she does have some amazing coloring books. See all of these journals and the coloring books I think are down here. But again, amazing. So here's her cards And the cards are very reasonably priced. Look at this, $3.75, and it's a work of art that you can frame and put up. I mean, look at these cards. Look at these images. These are incredible. They are so gorgeous and so beautiful. And I do give these away from time to time, so I can't even sit here and go, oh, I have them all. I used to, but it's okay. So what I love here is look at the differences with the bears. Do you see that? We have the bear with feathers, the bear in hibernation, and the bear in springtime, because there's definitely different phases of a bear. So take a look at these. Most of these are in her deck, in her oracle card deck. So these are all the cards that are just the greeting cards that are this size that I was showing you earlier. Then we go to her, these are the rest of her cards. Again, just amazing. This is one that I have. More journals. There's the coloring books. Okay, so here's some of her coloring books. And it really, these are amazing. They really are. Like I said, I've given them away in raffles. Then here is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. This is so great. $20.95. Are you kidding me? For this quality of artwork and detail, this is fantastic. And even in its own tin. So take a look at that. Then we have the affirmation card deck, the Earth Heart affirmation deck, and the Feminine Affirmations mini deck. What I like about some of these mini decks is that they come on like a key ring, so you can literally keep them with you anytime you need to go through it and like revisit them during your day if you're having a tough day or whatever. But this is an amazing, amazing lady. She is at SueLyon.com. I highly, highly recommend all of her stuff. But these cards, the Spirit Animal Oracle card deck, is just so wonderful. If you want to pull from like a card every day, just to say, okay, this is how my day is gonna, what can I use for my day today? How can I like get through this problem, this issue, and pulling a card and just saying, okay, I'm gonna focus on the otter today. The Woman, Medicine, and Playfulness. Wow. See, look at this. I have this one framed. This is something that you could seriously just carry around throughout your day and just say, okay, I'm going to spend time, I'm going to meditate with the otter. I'm going to meditate with this. Otter awakens curiosity, the wonder of life, and playfulness. It is comfortable on land and in water, which makes it grounded in its intuition and caring spirit. It has a strong love of the young, and water links to feminine energy, the heart, intuition, and a strong love of creativity. It's amazing. It's an amazing deck. So this is definitely why I use them for the advice cards every week. I love them when I'm doing my zodiac readings. I highly recommend them. SueLyon.com. It will be listed in the description below. Again, here is some of her just wonderful pieces that I have framed. I took all of these out of the frames so that I could show them to you properly, and then I left a few in the frames so that you could see, kind of how I have my office decorated. But I think they're wonderful. They're wonderful messages. It's beautiful art. And if you ever have the opportunity to meet her or see her stuff, I go to it. She's a lovely lady. SueLyon.com. She is based out of Colorado. And she apparently has an Etsy store too. But if I can buy directly from the artist without having to go through Etsy, I choose to do that. That's my preference. It doesn't mean that I dislike Etsy. My mother has an Etsy store. But if I can buy directly from the artist, I choose to do so. So her Etsy store is linked on her website, but it is SueLyon.com. I hope you enjoyed this Reviewed at the Round Table. I'm doing things a little differently. I'm putting the spotlight on the artist and the card decks or whatever it is that I'm reviewing and not putting my face on there so much. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day or week or month. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.